So okay, um, in this video I will tell you some important things. Those are very important. Here what happened is, now this is the moment of inertia. This is the table in front of you. It's a table, moment of inertia for standard sections. I have already told you there are some standard sections: rectangle, triangle, isosceles triangle, right angle triangle, and circle, semicircle, quarter circle, etc. These are the standard shapes. So there are some particular formulas for all standard shapes. So it is very better to understand, very better to remember these formulas, because when you remember the formula, then it is very easy to apply this formula according to the data given in the problem. But sometimes he will ask what is the moment of inertia of a rectangle of base B and height h. At that moment you have to find out the moment of inertia. We have to prove that Ixx is equal to BD by 12. That is, we have already done. It is called theorem. For theorem we have to prove the formula, and for problem we have to apply the formula to get the answer. That's the difference. That's a basic difference we must understand. So let us say, first of all, for example, rectangle. For rectangle, I've already told you moment of inertia about axis. Axis is compulsory. So now moment of inertia about centroidal x-axis, then Ixx is equal to BD cube. This is the formula. This is the formula we have already proved. Already told you that. Not in this PPT. In the previous PPT we have already proved that Ixx is equal to BD cube by 12. Similarly, Iyy. So moment of inertia of rectangular section about y-axis is BD cube by 12. DB cube by 12. Next, moment of inertia about AB. What is this AB? AB means this base. AB means base. Moment of inertia about its base IAB is equal to BD cube by 3. These are the three formulas you must understand. You must know, you must remember. Clear? Next, move to hollow rectangular section. Hollow means a rectangle with a rectangular hole. A rectangle with a rectangular hole. It means we have removed this formula. We have removed this area. It means initially it is a rectangle. It is having total area, complete area. It is the complete area. From this complete area we have cut this part. Then it becomes like hollow. Like this. Hollow means no area. Here it is the only area it is visible to outside. This area. Now what we understand? We understood that for hollow rectangle ones we have to subtract the moment of inertia of a removed part from the moment of inertia of the total section. Clear? So here the formula clearly understandable. Consider centroidal x-axis. In centroidal x-axis, moment of inertia for a rectangular section, is BD cube by 12. Clear? This is your BD cube by 12. Okay. Now the moment of inertia of the part which is removed. The part removed also a rectangle. So the moment of inertia for that one is BD cube by 12. So we have to subtract the small moment of inertia from the large moment of inertia. Ixx is equal to BD cube by 12 minus BD cube by 12. That is clear. Okay. So hollow rectangular section. Next, triangle. So this is the triangle. For centroidal x-axis, Ixx is equal to BH cube by 36. For the base, IAB is equal to BD cube by 12. For a circle, centroidal axis, IAB is equal to pi d power 4 by 64, where d stands for the diameter of the circle. And next, hollow circle, about centroidal axis, I is equal to pi into d power 4 minus d power 4 by 64. Here capital D is the diameter of the total circle, and small d is the diameter of the circular part which is removed. Clear? This is. Next, semicircle, about base, IAB is equal to pi d power 4 by 128. Ixx is equal to 0.0068 d power 4. These are the things we must remember. And quarter circle about AB, and this is the ellipse about centroidal x-axis, about centroidal y-axis. So it is very essential that these all formulas we have to remember. If we remember the formula, then the formula will be applied for the problems according to the data given, then we'll get the answer. That is clear. Okay, so I request all of you to go through these formulas, formula. So what is the necessity to learn the formulas, sir? So now I will tell you what is the necessity to understand or to remember these formulas. Now we'll go to this problem, we'll do a problem. Okay, clear. Okay, clear. Now an isosceles, the problem given is an isosceles triangular section ABC has base width 80 and height 60. Determine the moment of inertia of section about the centroid of the section and the base. About the centroid of the section and the base. Here the question asked, find out the moment of inertia for the triangle shown in the figure about its centroidal axis and about its base too. About its centroid and about its base too. That's the question. So now base width, base is equal to 80, height is equal to 60. That's it. So the moment of inertia about the centroid is given by Ig is equal to BH cube by 36. Sir, this BH cube by 36, we have taken this BH cube by 36 from where is the formula? This. So now this is the formula for triangle Ixx is equal to BH cube by 36. So if you remember the formula, so simply you will write the formula, have the base is given 80, height is given 100, substitute it, get the answer. That's the necessity to remember these formulas, clear. Now we'll move into the problem again. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so sorry, it is somewhat disturbing. No problem, stay tuned, don't go away, I will come to you. This is our problem, clear, this is our problem. So here what happened is base width is 80, height is 60, and we know the formula BH cube by 36. So 80 into 60 cube by 36, the formula is there and the answer is there. Now the moment of inertia about its base, so there is a formula for that also, that is BH cube by 12. Moment of inertia of a triangle about its base IBC is equal to BH cube by 12. So 80 into 60 cube by 12, there is the answer. So very easy. Next we'll move into the problem. We'll move into the next problem. Clear. Now this will be your problem. Find the moment of inertia of a circular section of 50 mm diameter about an axis passing through its center. So about an axis passing through its center. Now we have to find out the moment of inertia. We have to find out the moment of inertia of the circle about the line passing through the center. About the line passing through the center, that is nothing but centroidal axis. So the diameter of the circle D is equal to 50. If the diameter is equal to 50, then radius will be 25. The moment of inertia of a circular section about an axis passing through the center is pi d power 4 by 64. Here he did not mention centroidal x-axis or centroidal y-axis. So we must consider centroidal x-axis. So we know the formula in the formula chart or the table. Ixx is equal to pi d power 4 by 64. Substitute diameter value in the formula 50, pi 50 power 4 by 64, then that is the answer. So I will pin this PPT to your WhatsApp group. So all of you please concentrate on the following PPT and do the problems and understand the theorems. If you have any doubts, call me or WhatsApp me, or through comments you can contact me in this YouTube video. You can comment the things which you did not understand, then I will clarify your doubts. So I think okay, we'll explain another problem, then it would be very easy for you, then it would be somewhat better for you. Okay, this is, so now this is the plane with a hole. I mean this is a section with a hole. I mean a circular plane with a circular hole. Now here the two diameters are given. Diameter D for the total circle, and the part which is removed, cutted part, so diameter for that is small d. So now we have to find out the moment of inertia. A hollow circular section has external diameter 80 mm and internal diameter 60 mm. Find its moment of inertia about the horizontal axis passing through its center. As we know, so there are two diameters, it means the body has already cut down. So we have to subtract the formula for the circle which is removed from the circle of total circle, I mean the total circle. Clear? So the formula, if you concentrate on the formula, Ixx is equal to pi d power 4 by 64 minus pi d power 4 by 64. Here two d's are there. Capital D is for the total circle and small d for the circle which has removed from the total circle. Clear? So then we will apply 80 minus 60 power 4 by 64. Here is the answer. So very easy. So very understandable. For finding the theorem, for getting the theorem, for proving the theorem, we have to take the strip, we have to consider the strip and do the theorem again, do the theorem. For finding the answers for the problems, in which the data is given like diameter is something, width is something, height is something, etc., etc. For that we have to remember the formula. We have to substitute the values in that following formula, in the respective formula. Then we will get the answer. Okay, we'll meet in the next video. I hope all are you understanding the questions, understanding the concepts. It is very important. So don't lose hope. Concentrate, creative, be humble, be innovative. So we'll meet in the next video. If you have any doubts, comment me in the comment section.